The baby was only 9 months old. She was a first-time mom. It happened fast. The baby stopped breathing, and then they blamed her. Her name was Marissa Hale, 22 years old, single mom, pharmacy clerk, lived in a small-town trailer on the edge of nowhere. She dreamed of becoming a nurse, but a single pink line changed everything. "It asked gonna be hard, but I'll do it," she told her mom, holding her belly where a tiny heart was already beating. The baby's name was Emery, born premature. Barely 4 pounds, weak lungs, frequent seizures, but beautiful, golden lashes and a smile that showed even in her sleep. Marissa never slept. Every seizure was a lightning bolt. She lived in fear of missing one, because one could mean the end. It happened at 2:14 a.m. Marissa heard a strange beep from the baby monitor. She ran. Emery wasn't breathing. Her face, blue. No, please breathe, she cried, doing pure. The neighbors heard screams. Paramedics arrived 9 minutes later. They took Emery, and 27 minutes after that, they said, "She has gone." The next day, police asked her to come in. A detective asked the question that shattered her. "Have you ever shaken your baby to get her to stop crying?" "What? No, never," she said in shock. But the medical examiner had a theory. Brain bleeding, swelling, and 1 rib fracture old. He called it shaken baby syndrome. Her court-appointed lawyer was young. He challenge the autopsy. He hire an outside expert. He said, "You should take a plea deal. They'll go easy." But Marissa refused. "I didn't kill my daughter." The prosecution called her an overwhelmed young mom. They showed a screenshot from her texts. "I am so tired. Sometimes I just want to disappear." The judge didn't allow evidence about Emery's medical condition. No mention of prematurity, no seizure history, no breathing monitor data. The jury watched, listened, nodded. 2 hours later, guilty, Marissa left the courtroom in handcuffs. Her tears didn't stop, but her face was stone. She had lost her baby, and now, her life. The sentence, 15 years. No parole for 10. Newspapers printed headlines. Baby killer mom and small-town monster behind the crib. She held her daughter and took her life 6 months later. A med student named Thomas Carroll was researching wrongful infant death cases. He found Marissa's file. The autopsy didn't sit right with him. He asked, why was the old rib fracture treated as new? Why wasn't the monitor data reviewed? Why was brain swelling blamed on trauma, not lack of oxygen? He contacted a justice initiative for the wrongfully convicted. For years past, a legal team reopened the case. They brought in an independent pediatric neurologist. He said, no signs of abuse, all symptoms match seizure and apnea in premature infants. This child died of medical complications, not violence. The state refused to admit they were wrong. They offered a deal, plead to involuntary manslaughter and we'll let you go today. Marissa refused. I didn't kill Emery. I want to sign a single word that says I did. After 6 years, her conviction was overturned. She was released quietly. No apology, no money, no justice. She stepped outside alone. Her mother had died while she was in prison, friends long gone. But I can breathe again, and I can say her name without chains on my wrists. Marissa didn't kill her baby. She fought to save her. She did everything right. And still, she paid the price. The system didn't just convict a grieving mother. It destroyed her faith, her freedom, and her future. You could be a parent. With a premature child, sick, fragile, you do everything right, you don't sleep. You careful, you care, and if something goes wrong you could be sitting in a cell. Not because you guilty, but because it's easier to blame a mother than to admit. Sometimes tragedy just happens.